Hello and welcome back to this episode of RAD BMX Builds. I think I've lost my mind. I went off the deep end. If you remember back, I had a chrome and red Skyway TA 20-inch bike. I recently sold that. And I also have a gold Skyway 60th anniversary bike, which I had on the website for sale, but you took too long and I took it down. It's right here. Why did I take it down? I really didn't explain myself. Here's why. Planet BMX had 2 red and 2 blue Skyway TA 20-inch bikes. What did I do? Jumped on there and bought one of each, of course. While I was there, I also saw they had a white frame set on sale. So why not be super patriotic and get one in red, white, and blue to build and to go along with the gold one? Did I lose my mind? I think so. Let's check out these builds. Okay, here's the gold one that I had on the website that you had an opportunity to buy, but since it took a while, I got bored and decided to keep it because it is pretty limited and I really like the gold over chrome. I think that's pretty rad. So when they came out with that, I bought it. I got it put together. I like the way it looks. Then I saw this frame set on Planet BMX for sale. And I thought, man, I haven't built a white one. I always kind of liked the white ones too. That's probably more correct to the 83 Skyway TA. And so I decided, hey, I'm gonna build that one also. But man, let's get into the red and blue ones because they're absolutely stunning. Now I need to tell you, in these builds right now, I'm just showing you what I have. These are not going to be complete builds in this video. If you wanna see those, hit that subscribe button right now because the next video is going to be a complete build of the red one. But you're going to want to see these bikes and we're going to talk about the builds that are forthcoming. Okay, back to the white one. This is old school geometry. It has a 1-inch threaded headset and forks. It has an American bottom bracket and it's also ready for a side pull brake. So this is exactly how the 83s would have been. It's even got the same exact frame geometry, the totally aerodynamic teardrop, or I don't know what you want to call it, tubes. But man, it's in really great shape. It was mocked up and then taken apart, and that's why it was on sale. So I have bought all of the parts for this bike, and they are coming. I'm not going to reveal everything that I bought because that's going to be in the build video of that bike. Let's check out the blue one. All right, this electric blue over chrome is absolutely stunning. You may have seen a couple of these in the 26-inch, but man, came with the matching bars and the matching red line cranks. I had an SR 44 tooth Sakai chainring that's exactly the same and looks really good. So I went ahead and I've already mounted it onto the red line cranks. I also have these really sick MKS XC3 pedals that are going to look really good on there as well. This bike is going to be chrome or polished with blue. So I went ahead and I got the chrome and blue pads to go on there as well. And that's going to kind of give you a hint of the direction I'm going with the blue bike. Like I said, everything's already been purchased. We're just sitting here, as usual, waiting on UPS or USPS, which is even worse. Okay, this beautiful red over chrome is just amazing in person to see. And as you can tell, I went ahead and bought just about everything I could in red. This also comes with the red line cranks. And I went ahead and put a chainring and spider on there in red. I bought the red bottom bracket, red pedals, red stem, red headset, levers. I'm going to put some mushroom ODI grips. We have the fluted red seat post, black chain, black seat with black guts, MX2 side pulls, and a really rad red brake cable. So everything I can make red, I did, and everything that needed to be black is black, like the seat, the grips, and then the pads. The pads are the black with a little bit of red in it, and that is one sick bike. Let me show you the wheels that are going to go on it. Okay, here they are. Everyone always asks me where I get these wheels. I get them from BMX Guru, and they're A7X style hoops. And then they have a high flange jelly bean cutout hub with sealed bearings. These are some of the best old school looking wheels on the market. Way better than anything else I've seen, and I use them on a lot of my builds. Nice 16 tooth freewheel. And on the valve stem cap, I've ordered red acorn valve stem caps for it. So these are the wheels, all black tires, Comp 3 style tread, that'll be going on the red Skyway. So here's the lineup, the white Skyway TA with a few parts, just waiting on everything else. The blue Skyway TA, it's got a few more parts than the white one. And then the red Skyway with just about everything I need to build it. And that's gonna be happening probably in the next day or so. So make sure you're keeping an eye out for that video because I'm excited to build it. It's probably gonna happen pretty quick. Usually my video's about a week in between. I think this one's gonna come much faster. So again, hit that subscribe button if you wanna see these videos. All right, what else is going on? Man, tons of stuff. I talk about it a lot on Instagram. I post daily there. If you wanna see Rad daily content, check out RAD_BMX_builds. That's where you're gonna find daily stuff and posts, reels, information that I just drop on there. So give us a follow over there if you would. If you wanna buy bikes, you'll see me post them on there, but I do not sell bikes on Instagram, nor should you be buying bikes on Instagram because that platform is garbage, completely full of scammers. If you get a message saying you want a bike, you did not win a bike. Don't send anybody shipping information. I only sell bikes on the website, but I'll tell you about them on Instagram. And if you want to know 48 to 72 hours before anybody else when a bike drops, subscribe to my Instagram and you'll know before anyone. Most bikes usually sell before I even tell people about them or they don't even hit the website. That's how they get them. So get over there, subscribe there as well. Okay, let's talk about some of the stuff behind me because people are always asking me about stuff in the background. None of this stuff right here is for sale. These I use for builds. This I use for content. These are collectible parts that I've had for a really long time. And I just kind of like to hang out in here and be nostalgic and look at some of these parts. So let me give you a quick tour of what's on these shelves behind me, just so you know what it is. But please, please, please stop asking if you can buy this, that, or that. Because if it's for sale, it's on the website. Okay, up here I got a set of GT Super Lace 24-inch wheels, a couple Mongoose seats, collectible helmets, and a whole lot of number plates. Down here is kind of my GT section. Bunch of number plates, seats, brakes, stems, fork standers, pedals, all kinds of stuff. As I slide over, this is the dyno section, seats, pegs, platforms, number plates, donuts, you name it, the shoes, the pads, the brake guard, all of the really rad valve stem cap dice that you can get from my good friend Wes, Mr. Dice Guy on Instagram. This is my Radical Rick section, or I should say a part of it. And I have all the pads, some hard to find, stems, gloves, bike stand. And over here is just kind of miscellaneous, some chain rings, a whole bunch of stems, power discs, old school Sagino spiders in 130 and 110 BCD. And these are the cranks going on my 85 Mongoose Californian as soon as my bottom bracket gets here. And then these are all parts down here that I use to build bikes. Oh wow, what is that? Check these out. These are the brand new Collab Flite RAD BMX build pads in black. You don't like black? Check this out. They come in white. Get over there and get yourself some RAD BMX Flite pads. How do you get there? The link below will take you there. Click on it. Go buy some pads if you would. I would deeply appreciate it. While you're there, buy some other stuff. Buy a lot of stuff because I'm going to give you a discount code. When you check out, you got to use my link to get there. But when you check out, use the discount code RADBMX. Save some money. All right, this is my good buddy, Mike the Mannequin, hangs out in the garage, kind of shows off apparel, keeps an eye on the bikes. You want to see the bikes? I never know how to put my bikes. They're always in different order. They're always in some sort of weird, like maybe these are the ones I'm selling I grouped together. But at this time I put them oldest to newest. So let's go down the line if you want to see what I currently have in the collection. Now remember, if it's for sale, it's on the website. Just because you see a bike in here doesn't mean you can buy it, because it is a collection and my entire collection is not for sale currently. Let's check this out. First one up is a 1979 Eddie King Torquer. This bike is absolutely flawless. Perfect bike, super maxi cranks, Sagino power disc, Cashamax seat, absolute stunner. Next to that is my baby blue 83 PK Ripper, and that's one of my favorite bikes. That's the one I had in high school. From 79, 83 up to 85, the Mongoose Californian Crew Jones RAD movie bike. And I just built this. You can see that video. I think it's the one right before this video. Then I have a 1989 Dyno VFR. This is the first year of the Dyno VFR with some really rad parts on it. You can actually buy this bike right now on the website. Next to that is my Redline build with really hard to find Redline parts, grips, bars, stem, frame, forks, the old school single pinch Redline cranks. This bike is not for sale. Redline seat, love this bike, came out really good. The recently completed 91 GT Performer in neon pink. I just built this bike. I did a video about it. I really haven't shown it very much since then. The 4-piece bars, GT everything on this bike. It's an absolute stunner of a bike. I should probably take more photos of this and kind of show it off, but once I finished it, I just kind of kicked it off in the corner. Then we have a 2011 PK Ripper, one of only 200 ever made in this color that year. And it's got a Cook Brothers seat post on it, a really rare SE seat. It's just a sick bike. I love that bike. Reminds me of my 83, but it's a newer version. Then I got the one of only 150 chrome 2019 Haro T Masters with the bash guard. I did a lot of customization to this bike. If you know anything about these, I added all the pink and blue to it to bring out that decal and to bring out my company colors. Next to it is probably the most rare bike here. It's one of one. This is the GT 50th anniversary prototype bike. Just covered in GT parts, up and down. Pro neck seat post clamp, pro neck power disc, and pro neck stem. Everything else on it is GT. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous bike. It's a crowd favorite. I get a lot of compliments on that bike. Next to it is another GT 50th anniversary bike. This one's in white and blue, and this one is for sale on the website. This bike was made for me by GT. I kind of hate to sell it, but it kind of needs to go. The serial number on it is actually stamped RAD BMX. That's the serial number. So a true one of one, sick bike. All right, next to it is the one that was for sale that is no longer for sale, the gold 60th anniversary Skyway TA. Sorry, these are 2022's 50th anniversary. They came out in 1972, and these are 2022's. This is a 2023, which is the 60th anniversary for Skyway. So there's the gold and black Skyway build. And this is a brand new 2023 Monza 24-inch tribute build to the RAD movie bike that Crew Jones rode. So I made this up just to look like that movie bike, but in a very rideable 24-inch. Absolutely love that bike. Shout out to Monza. Go check them out if you haven't. And then this is the 24-inch Dyno Pro Comp team model. This was a full custom build. The powder coat is white with neon, thermonuclear yellow with black splatter on it. So a 3-stage powder coat, and it's just absolutely amazing. I did a video on this bike recently. Took it down to the Alamo in downtown San Antonio. So there we go. That's the collection currently sitting here. And it's a pretty good little lineup, not too bad. So I think we talked about, I don't know, what was that? I think 3 bikes for sale on the website. Thinking about adding a few more. So like I said, if you want one, go over to the Instagram, subscribe, and you'll find out before anybody else when these bikes are for sale. And that's your one opportunity to get it before it ends up on the website. Usually when they hit the website, they go pretty quick. Some don't, but some do. I've sold bikes in like a minute. Some take months. It's just weird like that. But I don't need to sell bikes. I'm not trying to push bikes on you, and I'm not trying to take deals and bargains either. If I don't want them, I put them up there and leave them up there till someone that does want them buys them. Okay, one of the last things I'm going to talk about are some trips coming up. We are heading back east in April to the Boston Marathon, and I'm trying to arrange to meet up with my friend Justin, BMX Basement. And if I can, expect a YouTube video at Justin's place. Should be pretty awesome getting to see his builds. Super underrated, rad builder. Please go check him out. Here he is right here, BMX Basement. And then in June, we're going to Italy. We're gonna go to Italy. If you live in Italy, let me know, DM me, let's talk. I'm gonna head out to Italy for a while. We're gonna be out in the Tuscany countryside, so that ought to be pretty awesome. I'm not sure if we'll get a video out of that. If it's BMX related, you'll get a video. If it's not, I'll hold off. Okay, what else is happening here? The shop build is on hold for a little bit. It's just not cheap, folks. So I'm just trying to build up a little more money before we go ahead full forward with the shop. So this is why I rearranged this space. I hope you like it. Give me a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to us. And thanks for watching the videos. As always, stay rad.